So, John, go.
Wait, why me first?
I just said we're going in Discord order.
Oh,
So,
Discord order.
John,
Okay.
go.
Okay, so my name's John. Hello. And
Hi, John.
hi.
Hello, John.
Hi. Hi.
Hi, John.
Hi.
Hi.
Um uh so,
Welcome to the alcoholic course.
Yep.
so I'm doing I'm writing stuff right now and
Oh,
yeah.
so we don't deserve your attention, or?
Oh no.
No. You know what?
No.
You know what?
No,
No.
wait. Wait, what's
No, it's
going
cool. It's cool. We get it. Just
on? Okay, so
just never talk to me again.
is this live? Hello? Mom?
Well, we're recording. Technically, yes.
Grandma?
Okay, okay. So
Yes.
tell us about what
Just introduce yourself. Like, just say, I'm John. I like blank. I'm John.
Oh, okay.
I
Whatever.
like cake.
That's very
This is
that's
so
very vague.
depressing.
Well, yeah, it's a vague introduction. They don't know us yet.
The podcast is of us
we start
talking of
over?
how to start the podcast.
Starting over.
I love it. I love it.
Here's
Do you have 2 hobbies or
3,
something?
2,
I'll
1.
cut this out. It's fine.
This-
3, 2, 1,
this
go.
is-
No. Isai, this is perfect. This is a
Action.
perfect way to have
Alright,
after.
It's bloopers.
3, 2, 1,
Yes.
go.
Anywho, continue. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, my name's John, and I enjoy studying.
Okay.
I like to play games with friends.
Okay.
All right, going good so far.
Okay. Yeah, you're doing great.
Oh, I just started calisthenics, and it's
Hey.
going great.
Nice. Awesome, man.
Yeah. This is week 2, and it's a struggle, but
It's all
it's
worth
going.
It's all worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Change of diet and stuff, and yeah.
All right. Thank you, John. All right.
You're
So, Qua, you want to go ahead and
Oh.
take it away?
Hi.
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 Hi, Kwa.
Hi. Hype. Everybody hype. Yeah. My name's Kwa.
I'll fucking kill myself. All right, go ahead.
Greetings,
Alright.
guys. My name's Kwa. You call me Sky Fluid.
Okay.
Shit, I forgot it. Yeah. Oh, never mind.
It's fine. Look, it's fine. I'll plug you at
Cut.
the end. I'll plug you in at the end. It's fine. We're fine. We're rolling. Qua, go.
Wait, what do I say?
Just
My name's
say
Jon Snow.
something you like. My name is Qua,
Oh.
and I like pho or something.
Okay.
Madonna's.
Greetings, guys. My name is Kwa.
Jesus.
Nickname is Sky Fluid. You can also name me Winston or Alfred or Victory. No,
That's
wait,
fine.
Vicky. Yeah, there you go. Little known things about me I like is PC building. I like to have things look aesthetically nice. I like playing games that are cooperative that I can't afford, and I also like cars, especially little roadsters and things that somewhat make me broke, but also at the same time happy.
Big mood. I like it.
He's
All
being
right.
honest.
Go ahead, Matt. I'll be last. Go ahead, Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt.
It's Matt.
Username is
Hi,
Matt.
Escargato.
Yeah.
Hi.
I like streaming and playing games with friends, I guess. I like doing stuff with my hands, like, I guess, woodworking and like other shit. Like breaking stuff and fixing it. And that's it, I guess.
All right.
So, something nothing too personal.
You're also like the leader of Fundip.
Yeah, that's right. You're the leader of Fundip.
I
I probably should have mentioned that in the intro. Yeah, this is the Fundip podcast until we find
He's
a
the
better
founder.
name. He's the founding member of the Fundip.
Hi
He's the founding
guys.
father.
It took us 6 months to get here. Hi.
He was born in the Fundip, and now he will thrive.
And we still have like 10 subscribers.
Fundip. It's fine.
Actually, no, 11. My mom just subscribed.
Okay, Terry, go.
Hi guys, my name is Terri.
Hi.
Hi, how are you all doing? So, I am actually Irish. I've been streaming for a couple of months right now, and I'm also into editing. So that's I edit like gaming videos, mostly from my Twitch, and I also like to gym a lot, get swole and all that.
Nice. Games.
Damn.
Little known
Yeah.
fact, Terry's 6'5".
Gains.
Bench
Oh
90.
shit.
Yeah, she's
Amazon?
6'5".
Amazon?
I have all these guns. You know.
She's
and
Goddamn.
6'5" and weighs 180.
Yes.
Yep. Got
I
arms
can
bigger
lift.
than my
I can lift like 10 plates on each
She
side.
lifts me and Qua on each arm.
Yeah. She bench presses us.
Yes.
It's true.
And I also really like smoked cheese. So
Nice.
that's what I
Smoked
have that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Wait, is that the cheese that like rolls off of that cheese wheel, or is that something else?
Yes and no.
It can, yeah.
Yes and no.
You know
I
what I'm
think
talking
on the block.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
talking
Yeah.
That
Like, it
restaurant
melts
we have
off?
to go to eventually.
Yeah. So if you ever give me smoked cheese, no, I'll
Feed her
just
smoked cheese. She'll bench
Yeah.
press you.
Oh, and I really like potatoes. And
And
did you
cheese.
guys know that potatoes are from Ireland, and we have lots of potatoes over there. So yeah,
Vodka.
my logo is a purple potato. So
It's purple.
you know that's me. Yeah.
Purple potato. Okay. Is that everybody?
No.
Oh, and for
Yeah.
anyone wondering, Alex is down there at the bottom. He just wants to listen, and that's fine.
He's our guest.
We love Alex. He's our guest.
Alex,
speaker
say
today.
something.
Alex, say hi.
Hi,
Thank you, Alex.
I'm a spectator. Not affiliated.
Not affiliated.
I don't know those people.
Alex
He's
is
honorary.
actually #1 fan.
I am.
He's
But
our first subscriber.
I just asked how do I sub though. I mean, yes, I love this group. It's my favorite. Right?
Look, they don't know. It's fine.
This is part of the script, right?
He's part of the
Yeah.
notification team. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's on page 10.
Okay. Let me just flip that stuff over.
Okay.
Alright.
That's everybody.
And last but
Introduce
not least,
yourself.
Oh,
last but not least, we have-
I'm Isa. I go by ayeitsmahrio on Twitch, spelled with an H. So it's technically ayeitsmahrio. And if you can guess where that's from, I'll suck you off.
Second.
He's
I've
also known as
I've
Big
been
Boy.
streaming like every once in a while. It's the best I could describe it. I really like old games. I really like RPGs. And it's pretty much.
Isn't
Oh,
old games considered like retro?
Yeah, retro games. Which is why I had Mario, because it was either Mario or Yoshi, but I went with Mario because I have like a little thing going with my brother, who's not in the podcast right now, but kind of like Mario and Luigi thing gonna. Anyway, favorite game in the world is fucking probably Ocarina of Time, the remake. Qua is just like fucking a bag of chips, I think.
I'm
That's
professional.
the day. It was beautiful.
Anyway, that's it. I'm Isa. Mario, call me whatever you want. I don't care. Big boy. #1 chub. I don't care. But
I do.
finally, welcome to the Fundip podcast.
Hooray. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Was it? It's Jon Snow for me, but with an H.
Yeah, Jon Snow. You know what? We'll go ahead and
Because
put
I
him in
want
the
to
chat.
avoid copyright.
We'll put him in the chat after
Please
this.
don't demonetize this video.
Don't demonetize this. Please. Okay,
Okay.
so Jesus, Qua.
Professional.
All I hear is chewing.
ASMR.
God
ASMR.
damn.
Hey man, you gotta admit the quesadillas are good,
If
dude.
we're going
All
ASMR,
views.
it's like welcome to the Fundip podcast.
Oh shit, we all have nicknames. Wow.
Do we?
I just realized.
Do we
I just
really?
realized that. I mean, like, really, we
We have
do.
like 6.
We- Who?
You.
What?
Moving on. Alright, so we should probably use this to break down what exactly Fundip is. I don't really know what it is. I'd say it's just like a group of people looking a group of friends looking to make content together. Just have a nice fun time while we're doing it, and hopefully spread those good times and memories with people out there.
Yeah.
Sponsored in part by viewers like you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shout out to Alex playing Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh shit, he is.
Yeah, he's
Oh, he
playing
is.
Phantom Pain. Nice, good
Oh
game.
my god.
Solid game.
I am.
Confirmed.
Just
Okay.
unmute himself.
Yeah, it's pretty much what Fundip is. Just a group of friends getting together, making content, just to have a nice good time, and spread that little joy, and just kind of shit all over each other sometimes. But that's fine.
Georgia joke, by the way.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
oh,
Hello?
I have a point to make.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm the only girl.
That's true. Terri is officially the only girl that is in.
Yeah,
Fundip.
we're not a sexist group.
We're not
Just,
sexist.
we have
just-
applications. Just apply.
Yeah, there are plenty of
They're
applications.
open right now.
Wait, aren't we
You know
being
what?
sexist by just bringing this topic up?
Hey, shut the fuck up. Don't be
Shut up.
racist. Anyway,
Alright.
we accept all kinds here at Fundip Co. You would like to... God damn, Qua.
This is like an ASMR
It's basically an ASMR.
plus plus a
Let's get,
podcast.
let's get some bag crunch.
I have a kappa wrapper.
Oh, God. Alright, so we got through one. Okay, so what are the plans for Fundip? Personally... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you go.
No, go.
no, you
I'm just a
go.
moderator. It's fine. It's cool.
Oh no. Okay.
Alright. So where will Fundip go? I feel like this group does have the potential to make it, which is very cliche, especially in the day and age that we live in, where anybody can hit a button and stream. But I do truly feel that this group could go somewhere. I think the mix is perfect. I think the varying viewpoints that we can all share is what will hopefully put us above everybody else, but that's also probably very cliche. Regardless, I feel like we could get to the point where we could actually build a community and just, host community streams and shit. For me personally, I don't give a fuck about the money. If possible, like even if Fundip just burns to the ground or something, like I feel like we would all still do our best to provide content, because I think if people out there enjoy it, then that's all you need to go out there and make a video.
Can I get an amen?
Amen!
Does anyone else want to share what they think Fundip is gonna go, or what Fundip is?
Wait, I'm sorry. Which forgive me. Which topic are we on?
This is the pre-roll. This is purpose.
Oh. I'd also like to state that
It's on page 2.
yes,
In
yes.
your contract.
Oh, okay.
Can I get another copy?
No.
Say word for word, please.
I don't have enough paper. I need change for that. It's cost
Look
10
into
cents.
the gun and speak the words.
Hi.
Jesus Christ.
I'd also like to put in with what Mahrio here has to say is that
Sorry, go ahead.
it is true. We don't. I mean, I personally don't really mind about the money as well. I mean, that's an irrelevant. I don't even like to say currency. The currency is not what matters. What I hope for us to bring to the community is actually, if we're able to reach out to people, it makes a big difference. Not only is streaming just very generic now, I want us to stand out, to allow people to kind of relate to certain things that make them different from other streamers. Not saying that other streamers are the same, but I want us to be as unique as the previous, for example, predecessors of communities like IGN, Rooster Teeth, just things like that. I want us to be able to stand out and actually give people a voice. I wouldn't want us to burn to the ground. But I mean, I would just like enough currency for us to at least keep running, so then that way it helps people out, because each person makes a difference, and I like that because someone can relate to one of us. Yeah, you never know. They might reach out to us, and it might mean more to them than you think, and like that's how I feel sometimes. But I want to be that person that's able to reach out back to the community, because I've yet to see anyone
You want to be
I've
Jack.
messaged. I've yet to get any messages back from Instagrammers, and I feel sad.
You want to be Jack.
Wait, what?
Yes.
You basically wanna
Anyhow.
be Jack. Anybody else?
This quesadilla is good.
It's fucking damn. God, cool. At least chew not so close to the mic.
The mic is right there, dude.
Damn it. Oh,
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead, Joe.
Hi.
Yes.
Okay, so on a serious note, we're a very small group.
It's true.
It started out, if I have to be honest, it started out with not with all. So the original group was just only 4, but it was me, Matt, and 2 other guys, and it was just something like that was kind of like just a group of us that we used to play League like back in high school, and then it kind of got carried up to when we start meeting like Issa, Kwa, and Terry, and so then after that, once the other 2 just went inactive, it was just me and Matt, and then Kwa came along, and then Terry came along, and that's when we met Issa through Qua because Issa is one of Qua's
Yay.
friends,
It's true.
and then I brought in Alex. Is he here right now?
He
Oh.
is.
Yeah,
can
he's.
hear
Oh
us.
yeah, there he is. Yeah, and
There
I
he
brought
is.
in Alex as well. He's one of my friends from school, things like that. And so together, it's really cool how I find that like completely different strangers, completely different people can come
Love
together and
Alex.
form something like a community like this. And so it's possible for us to like it doesn't matter if we can grow big or small, whatever. It's just as long as we can do the same thing that we start out like just starting from like a very small fragment of like people and then like building off of that. I thought that's pretty cool. And so. And we're always prone to meeting new people as well. So it'll be pretty fun if we get to like meet other people and play with them as well.
To the audience listening, most of us did grow up with each other, so
Yeah,
we are very kind of close a little bit.
It's true.
like
Like what John just said. Yeah,
Yeah.
Issa and Terry are kind of the ones we're kind of meeting now, but of course we know each other for a year already.
Weird.
Terry, they're being racist.
It's about a year. So
yeah, like me and Matt, like we knew each other like back in middle school or
In the
something like
womb.
that.
Oh.
no, it was actually during church before middle school.
Yeah, so
Mm.
yeah, we went to the same church, and then I saw him at middle school, and then yeah, we started hanging out. We went to the same high school. That's the one I met Qua as when we all met in high school and stuff like that. And then yeah, it's pretty cool. Like we all stay connected. It's pretty
Okay.
neat.
He didn't hang out with me a lot. He liked his books more.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
he's a smart boy.
Nerd.
Anyone else? No.
Alex.
Alex is playing. Okay.
Anyway,
Alex is going fishing.
I guess we're.
probably.
I guess we're just gonna jump right into the first topic. All right. Well, I guess we should. So, this whole podcast thing, we don't. To be completely honest, we don't really have a plan per se.
Pretty much.
We're just kind of doing it and then seeing what it turns into. Personally, I would love to be sort of like a video game centric podcast or just media in general, because media is a very good indicator of the society that surrounds it. So, having that in mind, we're going to go ahead and get into the state of games and media since its creation. With the hottest question, of course, being what has changed since video games' inception back in 1983, I believe. Am I wrong? Can someone check that? When was the Atari made? No, wait. Before that. Hang on.
No one knows.
Hang on. I got it.
Blank.
I got it. I'm the guy. Hang on, I got this. Pong.
Intermission.
In October 1958. 1958. So how much has it changed since 1958 when it was just two sticks hitting a ball back and forth?
Our eyes
A
have
lot.
seizures now, so.
Alright. Prone to
Aggressive.
seizures.
Your characters can dance to music now.
It's true.
I used to play pinball with Windows 2000. Or was it
Same.
XP?
Dude,
I
fucking
forgot.
Space Cadet.
Oh my
Remember
god.
when we used to use Oh!
Play Snake.
Snake is good.
Minesweeper?
Fuck. Dude, I didn't know how to play Minesweeper, but if you fucking
Same.
fake it till you make it, you can get pretty far.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
just
remember,
start-
what was it, when I played Minesweeper, like, when I lost or something like that, you could redo it. And it was, like, the same spot, and I would, like, mark it on my computer screen. Alright, so this
You
is it.
Fucking cheater.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shit. Oh, man. Good times.
Nice. That's actually a good thing to get into. What was everyone's first experience with games? I'm assuming that was yours, John, playing Minesweeper.
Okay, what do you mean by games? Like a game with
Like a video game, Matt.
Oh, video game?
Not
I know,
fucking, not hoop and stick. Not all games, just video game. Video game.
So-
Yes, I know, but it's still very vague because it could be a computer game that was built into the computer or a console game, your
No,
first
it's
console.
a game. It's a game. Video game. First video game.
I mean, we could just,
Oh.
alright, let's just take turns, like, like a history, you guys, like, each one of us tells the history of ourselves, like, when we first started getting a game and stuff
works.
like that.
Oh.
Alright, it looks like Terry's very eager,
Terry's-
so,
Terry's fucking-
Oh,
Rising
she was ready.
superstar
She
Terry.
ready.
yeah.
Alright.
Ready.
So like,
We ain't ready for this.
when I was a baby, like I had a Nintendo 64, right? So I'm not sure what the game is called, but it had a dog and ducks, right?
Duck
And
Hunt.
like the dog would be like holding like
Gone.
a gun or something. I don't know what it was holding, but like the objective was just to shoot down the ducks. And that was my first game that I played on the Nintendo 64. So that was fun.
How old were you again?
I don't know, below 10 or something.
Oh man, all right.
Yeah, so like it came with like I guess a fake gun. So I was like pow 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 pow, and then the ducks like fell and then they died. I don't know. Have you guys played that game before? Or is it
Duck
like
Hunt? Yeah.
Duck
What?
Hunt, is that
Never,
what-
never played like that type of duck. Like on the arcade, yes, but not like that.
it's
I
called
played
Duck
it.
what?
Duck Hunt.
Oh, I think
It
so.
should
Yeah,
be Duck Hunt. I didn't know it was on the 64 though. That's crazy.
yeah.
The team goes quack, quack, quack.
So that was my first game. Pretty interesting. When yeah, wait, is it? It is.
Duck.
Yeah,
it's Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt.
For
Yeah,
the,
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a
that
rather
was
short
fun.
story.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's my experience from my first game.
Wow. Very, very descriptive. I like
Yes.
it.
Oh, she did good.
Just imagine a baby holding a fake gun, just shooting at the ducks.
Just firing at the screen. Blat, you fucking ducks. Who wants to go
Basically.
next?
Me.
Okay, go.
So, I'm pretty sure
Wait, what the fuck? Quad, did your mic
Uh,
break? Oh, there you go.
I'm pretty sure most people can relate, but as when I was young and I moved over here, I didn't really have a lot of video games to play, and I didn't really have a PC until like 2008. But so one of the earliest game consoles that I get to play, most people probably know, would be the Nintendo 64, and my dad got that as a payment instead of like money because they couldn't pay him.
Fuck.
Yeah, so they're like, here's a 64, and then they got me a Banjo Tooie, but it featured.
Sorry, you cut out. Quad.
Well,
hello.
Oh, my mic died. That's fantastic.
Nice.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So the game was Banjo Kazooie.
He's just Tui or Zooey?
Banjo Kazooie, but it didn't. No, wait, it's called Banjo. It was called Banjo 2.
Okay, there you go. Tui.
Yeah, Banjo Tooie, but it didn't feature Tooie. It featured Kazooie, but the
Yeah.
other one featured Tooie. Yeah, I don't know. They need to fix that. But it was a great game.
Release
I
a
had no idea
patch.
what I was doing. I know there was an evil witch. She was scary and horrifying, and I never finished any of the puzzles. I do know that the king of the weird-looking, squishy little guys turned into zombies, and I couldn't save his life, and I felt sorry.
The king of the squishies.
And then there was that cool skull guy. He wore nothing but like,
Oh, Mumbo?
yeah, Mumbo. I still remember the chant.
Eat up,
I was-
eat up.
Yeah, yeah. You know, man.
Dude.
I wish it, yeah. We should do the chant.
You know
If
what's
anyone-
fucking annoying? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What was
I was just
the
gonna make a shitty joke about Mumbo's thing.
Oh, go ahead.
It was just, do you remember whenever he would do the chant when you were gonna turn into something else?
Yeah.
And it would do it for way too long. Like, it was literally 2 minutes of him just going, eat up, eat up, eat up. And, like, the whole time, like, oh my god. Fuck. Alright, go ahead.
What was the joke?
What was the joke?
That was the joke. Go!
Most people would probably be playing that, and they probably got further than that than I have. But yeah, that was the first good game for people. It was very interesting. The next game that I remember playing was Crash Bandicoot off of people's consoles.
Oh, wow.
But just mainly those two games that I initially started with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of. I mean, I love the 64. From there, I played Kirby, Super Smash Bros. Hey You Pikachu without the mic thing, so it was annoying when they didn't listen. It's a lot of games. Oh, Star Fox, you can't.
Star Fox.
Can't.
Wait, which one? 64 or the
Yeah, the
original?
64, man.
Oh,
OG.
that was the game.
That was.
That's
That
fun.
was. You know, I have a 64. We should stream that.
Uh,
Yeah.
That'd be really hard, but yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, but just mainly those games. Yeah,
Mm.
those are my first experiences with games until I got to the Game Boy, and then the Best Two, and then the
Did
Slopes.
you have a Dreamcast?
Oh, and then I had a
You had
Dreamcast.
a Dreamcast?
Right? I never had
Yeah.
a Dreamcast.
Sonic Adventures. That shit was.
When did you have a
dope.
Dreamcast?
Man, this was way a while back. It was like right before I moved and met you.
Oh,
It was
Damn.
like 07 or so, 08. I just gave it away. I was like,
you made the right choice.
Yeah.
Dreamcast is fine, but
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, someone else.
Yeah. John, you went,
I did.
or did you want to like? Continue?
Oh,
you were talking about
did I?
sports and shit. Actually, no. Go
Oh.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh shit.
I'm an idiot. Go ahead, John.
Okay. So I don't know. This might be a bit of a story, but like, okay, so growing up, I never had money to like afford a console. Believe it or not, like I remember like going to McDonald's to play consoles and stuff, and like Nintendo 64s and whatnot. Yeah, it was rough times, man. But what is it? I had a Game Boy Color. It had like Mario on it or something like that, and then I switched to was it SP with like Pokemon and shit. That was pretty fun. But then like I played too much to the point where like I got glasses, and so my parents were like, "No, you gotta
shit.
stop playing that shit." I'm like, "Oh man, okay, well, okay, what do I do now?" And so that's when I started like having my love for PC gaming. Like, what is it? I still remember. I want to say that like I first started playing this game called what is it? I know I played Maple Story for sure, cause like back when I was like in elementary school or some shit, like that's when it started for me. All my friends are playing it, and so it was pretty fun. And then I got into like shooters and stuff like that, like Gun, Soldier Front, all these old style like just old games like on PC, like online and stuff.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah, and so what is it? One of the websites like IJGI, something like that, and like it had like a lot of cool games I used to play all the time. But what is it? And then after that, I think I want to say that like I moved on to like I don't know, like category wise, like anything that was pretty fun in my gen was like MMO. That was just all PC. I just never played console in my entire life at all,
Wow.
which is why I'm pretty shitty at console. If I were playing anyone like 1v1 Halo or something like that, like I know for sure I would suck. I would like lose for sure. Like I just did not play console growing up at all. Like literally for me it was just keyboard and mouse, and so I guess I was one of those few. I guess, but it was all right. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's where my love started for PC gaming and stuff like that.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
You wanna go, Matt?
Sure. I'm actually the exact opposite of John.
Really?
John.
I grew up playing console games,
Nice.
not PC. I did some research right now while you guys were talking and everything. I'm trying to figure out my first game I ever played. The first game I ever played was with my cousin that had a 1997 Windows XP monitor computer and things, stuff like that. And the game he used to play was Age of Empires 2, which is an RTS medieval game, which was, I think, one of the best RTSs out there. Next to like StarCraft and the newer ones that are coming out and stuff. When I started playing console, the first game I played on console was the N64, Toy Story 2, and Pokemon Stadium. Those two games I grew up with. Those were the only games I technically owned. Everything else I either played with a friend or with a uncle or cousin. Because I remember my uncle having like Mortal Kombat on the PlayStation 2. And I can't remember which one, but it's one of those Mortal Kombats where it was actually open world, and you guys should go look for train with your master and train and stuff.
Fucking Mortal Kombat Armageddon or Deception?
Deception, there we go, that's the one.
Damn.
But I never grew up with Nintendo games, sadly. So it's kind of weird because I did have an N64, but I never had any like Nintendo games like Mario or Sonic or Legend of Zelda. I didn't have any of those games where a lot of them are remaking and people are actually enjoying the remakes, like Breath of the Wind and Mario. Super Smash with the Ultimate?
Yeah, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah, so.
Your brother in the background.
Yeah, my brother in the background.
Hey.
But yeah, those were the games that I grew up with.
Nice.
But now I moved to PC because it's more convenient. Everyone has a PC. If you have decent internet, you can play most any games. If you have the computer, and I mean, it's fun. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sorry. Fuck. First game I ever played, I believe, was Mario Kart 64. Like, but I played everything super late, obviously, because, you know, I wasn't born. I wasn't alive when the 64 came out.
All right.
So, but yeah, first game I ever played was Mario Kart 64, which was my cousin's. Everybody but my family had a goddamn N64. Like, all my cousins had one. They were just rubbing it in my face, bunch of assholes. Anyway, yeah, I just played Mario 64. I played a lot of No Mercy. I didn't even touch Banjo-Kazooie until I was like 12 or 13 almost. Just because I never had a copy. I never knew that game existed. And after that, I had I didn't have a console for a long ass time. I didn't get an original Xbox until like a year after the 360 came out. And so I had just had that. Played a lot of Mech Assault. Played a lot of Republic Commando, which is one of the greatest first-person shooters of all fucking time.
Do you need a second one?
Yeah, I just played a lot of that. A lot of the Star Wars Clone Wars game, which was shittily made, sure, but it was a lot of fun. I did play. The only time I ever got PlayStation games was when my cousin got one, because he had a PlayStation 2, and he had a Dynasty Warriors, like Dynasty Warriors 4, I think, or some shit. And he had like some Gundam game, which is, it was the second I started liking Dynasty Warriors, and the second I learned about mechs, and I was like, where does that come from? And it was the first time I'd ever Googled Gundam. That's how I started watching like all the animes that were coming up on like 4Kids and Adult Swim and all that shit.
And that's how I became a weeboo.
Yeah. Eventually, I I had a 360 bought for me for Christmas in 2011, 2012, when Reach like had just come out. So I had that for a while. Bought a new 360 because I'm a dumbass. I completely forgot. I had a GameCube for like a year, and then they robbed me. They fucking broke into my house. Some people, like right before Christmas, they broke into my house and like busted the back window while my grandma was gone. Stole all our shit. Like took a bunch of jewelry and cash and all this stuff. And I was always really protective of my GameCube. I'm like, no one's gonna take that shit. It's mine. Like I would hide it while I was at school. So I put it in this special place, which was on top of like a bookshelf, hidden under a blanket, and then behind something else. So I'm like, they couldn't have gotten the GameCube. It was hidden, and I run upstairs, and the first thing I see is the bookshelf on the floor.
Dude.
I'm like, okay, wait, maybe it's under the blanket. Maybe it fell, and they didn't hear it. Which is stupid, because it's like a 9-pound box. But then I flipped over the cover, and it was gone. They took my GameCube. They took my brand new Legend of Zelda 4 Swords game.
What the fuck?
They took my controllers. They took everything. Those fucking assholes. That was the first and only time I played Wind Waker for like a long time. And anyway, eventually I got 360. Then I got a PC because people were shouting at me to get a PC.
People were shouting at you.
And I finally got one.
You had a PC.
Yeah, it's probably cool.
It was like Kawhi George going, get a fucking PC. I'm like, okay. So I got the PC.
It was a shit PC.
Fuck you, your PC.
It was actually his old PC just revived.
We're talking about your 750 Ti. Anyway, eventually, this year actually, I finally got myself a Switch. And that's pretty much been my experience with video games.
Nice.
Heavily into Nintendo. Microsoft can suck a fucking fat nut. And yeah, that's about it.
Oh yeah, I want to end out onto like the GameCube thing. So like, was it one of my cousins had a GameCube with Metroid Prime? Dude, that game was freaking awesome.
Metroid Prime was the hotness.
It was great. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty scary though, but like, it was
Metroid Prime the point of view one?
Yeah, like
First
it was
person
very
was.
detailed.
Oh
yeah,
it was
first
fucking
person.
great.
It was really fun, but like,
I had that too, but I
was
never
great.
played it.
dude, it's
So
great.
good.
The only problem is that we didn't have like a like a save type of thing. I forgot like a save card or
Oh,
something.
like a rumble pack, basically.
Yeah, something like that. So like every time we play, we had to start over. I mean, it was fine. It was still fun. But anyways, so one of my cousin's little sister decided to put like rice into one of the holes. I don't know. It jacked up something inside, and like when we turn it on, I just wouldn't turn it on anymore. So R.I.P. to his GameCube.
Never forget.
Never forget.
2 years later, Cook Right comes out.
It's like perfectly steamed.
Yeah.
God damn. Did you guys ever do that thing? Like, I don't know if anybody else didn't have. Like, for the N64, whenever I borrowed it and I was playing GoldenEye, I would just leave it on. So I'd play for like 4 hours and then I'd have to go to bed. I'd just leave it on with the TV off so nobody would notice, and then wake up the next morning, turn the TV on, and keep playing. Which works, but it seriously damages the console. Don't do that with a console. You'll fucking kill it. Like, you're better off just pissing in it.
Who's cooking toast?
Yeah, like, dude, who's cooking? It's like, no, nothing. Just playing some GoldenEye. And your rumble pack's on fire. Anybody else have any destroyed console stories?
Oh yeah, I do.
Dropped my
Actually.
PS2 if you.
Oh, fuck.
So like, I forgot to mention a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna mention like one thing right now. So like, I had a Game Boy Color, and I got that as like a present from my dad. And then like, I did something. I don't remember what I did, but like, I had it for I think over 2 years, and then me and my mom would like usually take turns playing it. But I think I did something really bad that got her really mad. So like, she smashed the screen. And, like,
Your
Yeah.
mom?
yeah, she
What
smashed
the
the screen, and then like it turned on, but like the screen was black.
Oh my
So
god.
that was the end of my Game Boy Color.
Never forget.
Yeah, I don't know what I did. Like I literally don't. It was probably something like that really pissed her off. To
Probably
me to
didn't
do
eat
that.
dinner or some shit.
Your mom
I
sounds
don't
really
know
friendly.
now.
Shit.
I
Well,
don't
you're in it
know.
for a surprise, brother.
Yeah, so
God
that
damn.
happened. So that was destroyed. Yep.
Fuck. I remember
God.
my brother broke my Game Boy.
How?
He was a small child. He was a little. He was a little baby Quata Junior. And he was really hyped watching me play like Pokemon. Pokemon Fire Red. So I was
I had
playing on
that.
my,
Oh my
my
God.
classic red Game Boy, Pokemon
Who's
Fire
better?
Red. It was the shitty one. Like, it was the one that didn't even have a backlight in it. So you have to hold it up to the
Oh.
sun. Anyway.
Oh shit.
So I was playing on my Game Boy, and I was like, all right, bro, I'll be right back. But, you know, he was tiny, so he was like, goo goo gaga. All right, cool. So I leave, and I come back, and I guess he had seen me clean out my cartridges before. Like, I would blow into him. You know, and everybody. It literally says, don't do that, but I would grab it and go.
Oh yeah, we all did that.
Yeah. So then, I guess the game didn't work the first time, so he tried it. And he didn't know you weren't supposed to let saliva fly in there.
Oh my gosh.
So he got the Game Boy, and he went... It just like spit all over it, and it just soaked into the circuit boards, and then he plugged the game in, which let it sit. And then the next day my Game Boy just wouldn't turn on. And I was like, what the fuck happened to my Game Boy? It was okay. And I'm pretty sure we had a thing where he was like, oh, I tried to play the game and it wouldn't work. And I was like, oh, you broke my fucking Game Boy. But eventually, my parents were like, hey, son, do you... Oh, no. We got robbed after that. So my GameCube was gone. I was like, fuck it, I got the GameCube, it's cool. Then my GameCube got stolen. So then my mom was like, okay, well, we have enough money to get you something else. Do you want another GameCube, or do you want like a Game Boy? And they had just released the pink and blue ones for Diamond and Pearl that came out.
Oh shit.
So I was like, oh, give me the fucking blue one, yo. So I got a blue one. It was awesome. Backlight, everything great. And I had it for like 2 months. And we got new couches. And I guess at some point I had fallen asleep on the couch with my Game Boy games on me. And I never saw my copy of Fire Red ever again. It was just gone. I don't know if I dropped it in the couch and then it got taken away. I don't know if it got thrown away. I don't know what, but it was just fucking gone. Eventually, my parents were like, you can't not let your brother play on the Game Boy, because I would hog it. I mean, it was mine, but it's like you gotta let him play. So I'm like, well, no, he needs his own Game Boy. So I gave him the broken one, and it started working again. So he would just play that, and then that one kind of just died off eventually. And then my sister wanted one because she was like, oh, bullshit, you know? I want to play too. So then they got 2 new black Game Boys. My sister breaks hers. My brother gives her his because he's being a good brother. She breaks that one too.
Oh my god.
And then he was stuck with the classic red, and I was stuck with the light blue for a while. It's fucked up. And then like the only other thing that happened with the Game Boy, I actually have a really good memories about the Game Boy because my brother, I mean, you guys know. I don't think you know how old he is. He's 15. But when he turned 10, I wanted to do something special.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did was I went on eBay and I got 2 copies of Pokemon Fire Red. And I gave him one for his 10th birthday with the Game Boy. And I was just like, because you know how in the anime, that's what happens. Like when you're 10 years old, you go to the Pokemon Center or whatever, and then Professor Oak gives you the thing, and that's when you start your journey. So I did that, and it was nice. He still has the Game Boy. It's somewhere in his room right now, I think.
Oh.
You should say something like, "I'll see you in a year." About you.
Yeah. See you in a year. You better be ready, fucker.
Turns 11. You give him a cable so you guys can play.
Oh yeah, I totally bought the cable. I think it works so shittily, but it works. A lot of fun. Rest in peace, my level 72 Charizard that was lost in my last copy of Fire Red.
Fuck Charizard. It's all about bro.
I mean, Bitchasaur?
Oh, no.
Okay. At some point, we skipped like 6 questions.
We did.
We skipped 1 for sure.
That's fine as long as we're talking, I think.
Actually, I don't think we even addressed. Whatever, it's fine. I think we should like break down what each of us like personally. It'd be easier for people to relate to people that they know like the things that they like. So,
Like, game-wise, right?
Yeah, game-wise. We're not gonna pour out our souls for these people. Not yet, anyway.
I barely know you.
So, John, what's your favorite kind of game, and why?
Like genre or what are we?
Yeah,
talking
genre.
about? Okay. Let's see. MMORPG, FPS, third person too as well, I guess. And then survival type of games.
Okay.
And I guess like maybe any games that like story is also pretty nice too. Like Final Fantasy 15 and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about it, honestly.
Nice. Yeah, they just released a pocket edition of Final Fantasy.
What is it? Steam?
It's just 15, but it's like it's different. It's just chibi kind of, so that people with Switches and
really?
And other shit can play it. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good, but who knows?
Yeah.
Paul, you wanna go ahead?
Is there a limit of how many I should say?
I mean, if it's your favorite game, it should only be like 1, 2, or 3. Like favorite
Sure.
genre.
I just listen to my favorite genre, so.
Yeah, just 2 genres.
I mean, let's see. I would probably say one of my favorite genres would probably be like related to. I haven't found the perfect one yet, but I'd say something RPG, MMO related. But I haven't found one yet. I haven't yet to make that. But that's one of them. I guess a good storyline that would be like, for example, Mass Effect, Assassin's Creed, something like that. I mean, if they allowed, like, well, I'd say Destiny, but that's a whole other story. But yeah, things with cooperative play that allows you to come and go with other people. Just, yeah, cooperative play, that'd be great as well. But good storyline kind of. I mean, just for me.
Nice.
I'd also like that's first person stories, more engaging. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. What would you say is your favorite like story-based game?
Oh man, KOTOR.
KOTOR?
KOTOR.
Yeah, KOTOR.
KOTOR. Yeah.
Gotta be the Nemo game.
The Nemo game for the Game Boy.
Yeah, the Star Wars. Oh man, Star Wars is a whole other universe. Like, you can't even fathom how deep that shit goes. It's amazing.
That's what she
Yeah.
said. Yeah, man. KOTOR is arguably one of the greatest games of all time.
All right, now you said arguably.
You want to argue it? I'll argue with you right now. It's fucking great. Fight me.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
it's not great. Sonic Adventure.
This here is Quate. It's
What up?
Oh
Cilantro.
shit, yeah. This is Cilantro, also known as
Cilantro.
Quate. Neither of those are his real name. But this is my brother Cilantro. He has Watto as his picture because we made a joke a long time ago.
About like Watto, but like in New Jersey, like
Yeah,
Watto
for-
with like hair slicked back and everything.
Yeah, like orange
Like,
skin Watto.
hey.
He's like any like he's basically already from Jersey. Just a fucking alien. Anyway, Matt, take it away.
There's a lot of choices, but I guess my favorite ones are RTSs,
Oh.
storyline games that with a mix of your choices matter,
Yes.
survival games, and micromanaging games like RimWorld or Sims,
Okay.
City Line, stuff like that, Jurassic Park.
So sim games.
Well, I wouldn't say Sims games 'cause I haven't really played a Sims game.
No. I mean like sim game, like simulation.
Like simulation.
Oh, simulator
games.
games. Simulator.
Yeah,
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 my bad, yeah. It's like simulators, yeah.
Ghost Simulator.
But if I were to say my favorite game, like right now,
Game simulator.
Gotta be Pokemon Go.
Gotta be Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. I guess storyline games like Mass Effect trilogy.
Yeah.
I love that's my
10 out of
favorite
10.
game.
10
All
out of
but
10.
3.
That's on top of Metro. So yeah, I mean I grew up with those kind of games like
Metro's good.
Metro is good.
It's just too linear, in my opinion.
Really?
you're linear.
Metroid?
No, Metro.
Metro.
Oh,
Metro.
Metro, like
Just a
Metro
bit-
2033.
Yeah, it's still good though.
But yeah, so I'm really excited for the next Metro coming up.
New Metro. Yeah.
Damn.
Can't
I
wait.
mean, you could be
It's all
wrong.
on.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm done.
Nice.
Damn.
Terry, you wanna go ahead?
Sure. Hi guys. So I don't have much games on my PC, but I do like first-person shooter games or third-person. I think I like, I guess, story-based games as well. But I'm currently like trying to find a game that I actually really like to play. Because right now, yeah, I have Maple Story. I was playing that for a while. That was fun.
Hey,
Yeah. Shout
You know,
out.
We were like MIA
Shout
for a
out to
while,
fucking Maple Star.
and yeah,
you should try these.
You should try
Oh,
these.
fucking Maple Star.
yeah. So if you guys,
Really.
have any recommendations on games,
If it's as good as
If
KOTOR.
you
I don't
want-
have
if you want-
any.
If you want story games, KOTOR 1. If you
KOTOR 1?
like, if you're not a big like, if you don't mind crappy combat controls, play The Witcher. Witcher 1, 2, 3, all fantastic.
You think
Okay.
Witcher is bad combat?
Yeah, it does.
I think
The
Witcher
first one-
1. I think Witcher 1 has shit combat.
I never finished with the first one because the combat it sucks. I'm sorry.
It's very annoying.
3 was great. I'm not gonna lie. They outdid it.
3 was fantastic.
Yeah, my friend's been playing 3. I'm like, he literally said the favorite thing about it was the combat.
Yeah, no. Witcher 3 combat is amazing.
Mhm.
But Witcher 1, my god.
Like I grew up with like Fable combat.
Fable 2? Oh man, dude.
Well, not Fable 2. Yeah,
I remember
That's
playing
another
that.
good thing. That's another good thing, Terry. The Fable games are very good to play.
Fable.
It's pretty
Fable,
old, but
yeah.
it's good.
I have in fact, I have an Xbox with Fable 3 on it if you'd like to play it.
Download it.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, KOTOR is an obvious choice, but I would actually recommend playing KOTOR 2 instead of KOTOR 1
Wait, why?
because at least personally, I feel like KOTOR 2, while not as good as the first one, it does make some certain improvements that are absolutely better than the first one. Like overall, it's not better than the first one, but the small little minute changes definitely make it a better experience overall.
Is it an RPG or is it like
It's an RPG.
I don't know, but is there a storyline to it though?
Yes, there's a very clear, defined storyline. It's set 10,000 years before the story of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
in a time period with like the old Jedi's, like the Revan, Malak,
No.
Plagueis, all that good shit. Not Plagueis. Sorry.
Like when the Sith really started.
Like when the Sith.
When
the
shit was
original-
actually cool.
Pretty much. Yeah, I would recommend KOTOR 2, especially because it has a cool mechanic where depending on what choices you make and what relationships you have with people, it'll determine not only the outcome of the game, but also the outcome of your partners.
And
So-
the fucking game.
Yeah,
So,
like if you're a good guy and people like you being a good guy, those people will probably be with you till the end. Like they'll definitely. Oh, I mean, you're not gonna lose characters, but what I mean is, they'll be side with you. Like they'll talk to you like, "Hey, man, you know, they got your back, whatever." Because there's, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a part where spoilers. You become a
Spoilers.
No, you become a fucking
Spoiler
Jedi
alert.
regardless. There's a part where you attack someone who you can choose to. It's like a combat. It's like a dialogue option. You can choose to attack them, and if you do, one of the guys in your squad will go, "What just happened?" And you'll tell them, "What do you mean?" It's like, "No, you just started attacking, and I didn't even question it. We just went for it." And he'll tell you like, "Next time, give me a heads up." And you'll lose influence with him because you're making him do shit he doesn't want to do.
Oh
It's
shit.
like, so you can actually forge little relationships with everyone, and that'll determine how willing they are to help you out later.
it's like Mass Effect, but like way cooler with the story, but ass with like the graphics and content.
It's true. But
And
then
it's
again, it was
amazing.
made in 2004.
They need a remake.
Yeah, I mean, play with the restored content mod on Steam.
No, it's not the same. I want a remake.
Then stop being a baby.
Look, man, game developers and companies are idiots. They can make billions by doing what we want, but no.
Well, yeah, but
Twice.
they make
There's
they
just
can, but they
twice.
can make much more.
No. Look at Battlefront 2. Look at Battlefront 2.
More crates.
Yeah, quad, but I'm saying they can still stand to make more money if they follow current trends.
Oh,
'Cause you can
true.
say, look at, because it's easy for us to say, oh, look at Battlefront 2, look how good of a game that was, and be like, why don't they just do that again? It's because they can't. Like they can do it, but game development is not only more expensive, but it's more complicated nowadays. Because I mean that's why they made Battlefront the way they did it. It's no longer about the content of the game, and even if it is about the content of the game, it's also about how much money can we squeeze out of this bitch.
Sadly.
Also, also a pretty good story series would be from Telltale games, like Walking Dead, stuff like that. Those are pretty
Oh,
good.
dude,
I'd
those
say-
games.
Those are really nice.
I'd say play Walking Dead season 1, maybe season 2.
Fuck Ducky.
Well, no, one
Maybe
and two
season
is. I think it was just 3 that like people didn't like, but there was a new one that came out.
I
Three.
hated season 3.
I've only played season 1, so.
Season 1 is great.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, as long as you don't go back and look at it, it doesn't hold up.
But yeah, it's like pretty much you know
Good.
it gives you choices that you make, and each one
Oh,
else has
yeah,
a
yeah.
consequence and stuff. It's really
So
fun.
goddamn good.
Yeah, it's really nice. But there's another one that's I forgot what it was about. I saw gameplays of it like a long time ago. It was like based off of like, was it Disney? No, not Disney characters, but like
You're talking about
Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts?
Wolf Among Us.
Wolf. Yeah, the Wolf Among Us.
Wolf Among Us.
Oh,
What is
Fairy
it?
Wolf
Tales.
Among Us is super
Fairy
good.
Tales. Yeah,
Absolutely. Wolf Among Us is
Yeah.
really good.
yeah.
Wolf Among Us, Walking Dead Season 1. Tales from the Borderlands, that is Telltale's best game. At least for me. It's very funny, especially if you're familiar with the Borderlands universe. It's a really funny take on the series. More so than usual, at least. But yeah, definitely recommend those.
And they also have Minecraft story.
Don't play that.
Oh, don't play that. Don't play that.
Don't play that at
Don't
all.
play it. Because guess what? You can just not play that game, and the game doesn't change.
I mean, if you really want a good storyline and choices matter, Mass Effect.
Definitely Mass Effect.
Yeah. Just be really careful, otherwise you'll kill Rex in the first 20 minutes. I learned that the hard way.
Rip.
Dude, I don't know how it happened. Like, I was sitting there, and Miranda shows up. I'm like, oh, hi, Miranda, what's up? And I'm just talking to her, having a good old time. She's like, who's that fucking Krogan? I'm like, this is Rex. He's my friend. He's helping me.
Bang, bang.
Like, and she was just like, I don't like Krogans. And just caps him. Like, no hesitation, just caps his ass. And I'm like, why?
Spoilers.
He did nothing.
Big
That
spoilers.
game's like 9 years old.
Mad
People can suck a
spoilers.
dick.
Mass spoilers.
But he just gets capped, and I'm like, what the why? Who?
How?
Like, oh, man. But yeah, play Mass Effect 1 and 2. Fantastic. And then
Oh, and like the choices carry on to the other saves
they
too.
do.
Like,
Not very well, but they do carry over.
They do carry over.
Is that everybody? Oh, Kwate, you're the newcomer.
What?
You gotta introduce yourself a little bit.
What do you mean?
I mean, introduce yourself.
That's like feeling really vague.
I'll fucking punch you in the dick.
When is this due?
Check Blackboard.
Oh my god, not Blackboard.
The Dropbox is open. Next Sunday at midnight.
What's in the script?
Just
check
like
page
your
3.
Check page 3. Just like your name and what you like.
I'm Cilantro. They call me Guate. My actual name's Aram. It's a pretty weird thing. I think they one day they'll regret it. I'll remember things.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking dark.
Cilantro never forgets. Cilantro never forgets.
Cilantro always lives on. You ever seen cilantro go bad? Exactly.
Hard cut to a picture of cilantro.
I live at 7.
What's your favorite song?
What did you guys say? What my favorite song?
What's your IP?
What's your favorite song?
We Are Together in the My Little Pony soundtrack.
Nice. Classic.
Yeah, classic, bro. It's
Despacito
gotta be the
3.
Plants vs Zombie Garden Warfare theme music for the
Oh
intro.
Oh my god.
Oh
I'm telling you, bro.
man, what a bop.
I'm the youngest of the group, apparently.
It's true.
Yeah.
Staying alive.
I did this in class, yeah. So, you can tell what I do. I'm a woman's man. That's all right. That's all right.
Set up.
Whether you.
Anyway. Staying alive. The Bee Gees.
That's beautiful.
Classic. It's beautiful.
I'm in high school.
It's true. What high school? No, I'm kidding.
Favorite game.
I was gonna say I bet I can guess, but I don't think I can.
Guess then.
I just said I don't think I can.
No, guess.
I was gonna go with Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 1. Or Ocarina of Time. Yeah?
I think so, yeah.
It's a really good game.
Spent countless hours on that game.
Oh yeah.
And then they ruined it in the second one.
Oh my god.
Story of our lives. Alright, cool. And I guess what else? Just catch you up with everybody.
Fuck George.
Well, you already said your. Jesus, alright.
So far my favorite game right now though is Monster Hunter World.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fucking
What
sick.
a fucking game. God damn. It's so fucking good. Can I just talk about how good Monster Hunter is?
And I'm playing James Bond Game 2000.
James Bond Game 2000. At the time.
Fine, 007, God.
Yeah, just say that, bitch. Everyone's playing games. I see Qual on PUBG. I see Matt on Minecraft.
PUBG?
Dude, I haven't played that in like months. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
PUBG.
If they made the game fun, I'd
Long,
play it.
gets boring.
I don't enjoy playing that anymore.
Same. We rage a lot.
I rage too
I
much.
played
It's like,
yesterday. It was actually really optimized.
Yeah, they've updated. It's actually pretty smooth. No, they actually updated.
Let's
Really?
That's the thing, though. I wanted the game to be smooth 4 months ago.
yeah, same. Took him over a year, but you know, hey.
Yeah. But I'm gonna hop on the Sky Factory world.
Why?
Just cause. I want to see what it looks like.
As if it changed.
Yeah, you know, it's good to look back on memory lane. Wow, we're pretty much through it. We're actually towards the end.
Are we?
Yeah. We were supposed to go for an hour, but we were already talking for like 15 minutes before I started my recording. Anyway, final thing is topic 3, current topics. Who wrote hot button issues? I did. God damn.
You did. I was gonna ask you about
Yeah,
that.
aren't you the one that wrote?
I was like, what's hot button?
Hot button issues.
What idiot wrote this bullshit? I swear to God.
Like hot, fuck, whatever. Fuck my.
Hot topic. We're gonna talk about hot topic.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about hot
I
topic.
know that they sell 3 shirts for $12.
It's true. They have a promotion going on right now. This video sponsored by Hot Topic.
I actually bought 2 Jurassic Park World. I mean, Jurassic World.
Jurassic Park World.
Question: does it depend on sizes?
No. All of them.
No. It's all around. It's all around.
All around. All inclusive.
Big bucks for everybody, you know. It's Christmas. We're all gonna have fun. We're gonna play some Mario Kart, and we're all just gonna eat some pizza dogs.
That's true. Hey, we should absolutely stream.
Back to you, Jerry.
I don't know if I told you guys, but I was actually planning on doing like a Friendsgiving thing.
Oh,
I know.
I want to do that.
And we could do it like the day before, messages the day before or the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, we should totally do that.
And I'm down. So we could all just like come over, everybody make something. It'd be like a little.
You live a little far.
Shut the fuck up.
You want to see Santa?
Will you do that for Christmas?
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'm poor.
Yeah, exactly. He said it, that means he's down. Don't worry, Matt. Just give him a piece of your beard hair.
Limit's $90. Also
Oh my gosh.
It's around $60. Buy me another game or not. Oh, God.
How about we all just go to a dollar store, pick up an item out, no one knows, and then we just use that.
The gift doesn't have to be anything like fucking valuable as shit. You can just get them like a bag of Doritos and be like, this is from the heart. I made this myself.
I'd probably come in my pants. Someone's just like, here's
I work at the manufacturing company and I made these Doritos just for you.
I made these Doritos.
If you're in back of Doritos, you have to give them some Mountain Dew.
It's homemade.
That's true.
Homemade Doritos.
Damn, one-upping the competition, eh?
But seriously, we should absolutely do like a Secret Santa thing for Christmas.
Sure.
We'll absolutely stream us playing some Christmas games or something.
Oh, like South Park? On the 64?
Yes.
Hey, that game was with the turkeys?
Absolutely. With the turkeys.
Is there any Christmas games?
Huh? Christmas games?
Yeah, like what?
Fortnite whenever the Christmas season is out.
Yeah, Christmas for Look, there's those NES games, the Bible Adventure games.
What?
There's you can just play Super Mario World, play on the winter levels.
You know, Super Smash Bros is actually a Christmas game meant to be played.
Oh, Smash Bros is totally coming out during Christmas.
And if you tell the kids, hey kids, if you don't beat me, no presents for you.
It's true.
It works.
Every stock you lose is another present in the fire.
Is another president.
But yeah, this is basically just kind of open time for anyone who wants to bring up anything. Maybe something coming up on the channel, which there are multiple. There's no base one yet. We have a YouTube channel.
It took us 6 months to get here.
Shut up. So we have a YouTube channel, and we're going to be posting on that. Confirmed. In fact, this might be on that very channel. Probably. Maybe.
I should,
I hope so.
y'all know about Astroneer though?
Shut the fuck up about Astroneer.
No, nobody wants to know about Astroneer.
No. I don't.
Sounds like a stripper name.
No, Astroneer, it's like astronaut. You telling me you go to a fucking... What strip club are you going to? The one on the fucking moon?
NASA. Yes.
Nah.
Ever seen that low gravity shit, man?
Yeah. Like this.
NASA.
Welcome to the NASA bar.
Welcome to the NASA.
Want some Cosmos?
Where the titties are out of this world.
Cosmo?
Yes, nothing but Cosmos. No, anybody have anything they want to bring up? Anything coming up on the channel? Me personally, Guate, I know I'm just telling you this for the first time, but me and Guate will be doing a playthrough of We Were Here. Yes. Yeah, we're doing a playthrough of We Were Here.
Since when?
Since I told you like a month ago.
No, you didn't. I told you a month ago, and then you're like, yeah, we'll totally do it. And then, dead.
Yeah, well, it's alive now, and it's going up on the channel.
Yeah, okay.
First part will be going up next week.
We could do We Were Here, and then we could do We Were Here too.
That's true. We could totally do that.
Mm,
And then maybe once we're not poor anymore, we can play A Way Out, which is an actual, like, well done game. Yeah. So that's what I have coming up. We're gonna have that. The We Were Here playthrough with Mario and Cilantro. Does anybody else have anything?
Oh, I'd just like to say probably in the future, it'd be nice if we have a few of us play some competitive games just to show viewers what we're about and how ass we are.
Oh, how we suck.
Let's do
Oh,
Overwatch
yeah.
or CS:GO.
We could do. You know what? We'll do an Overwatch stream. We'll do a stream and then we can do an actual video. Or we cut it all together.
Yeah, just to show how personality.
Yeah. So far we have We Were Here playthrough. First part's coming up next week. Today is September 16th.
Oh, it is?
Domingo.
So yeah, it's Sunday, September 16th.
Domingo Diaz.
So
There you go.
yeah.
Cool.
That will be coming up. Hopefully it'll be up by Wednesday. Will be the first part, and then we'll try to keep it on a weekly basis. As for the podcast, this thing, we're gonna try to be. I heard that.
Nice.
I fucking heard that, Guate.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
Charizard?
Anyway, as for the podcast, we're gonna be recording it on Sunday, and we're hopefully gonna have it up for you guys by Monday or Tuesday. And we're gonna try to maintain that either every other week or every week.
Tomorrow?
Yes, maybe.
Holy shit.
All right.
Down.
Yeah, we're hitting the ground running, Matt. 6 months. You know,
Okay.
Wait, how are we gonna edit this?
Wait, what's going on?
I'm gonna edit this.
Okay.
You also don't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
need to
sure.
edit much other than the beginning.
PUBG anyone?
Wait,
No,
what's
I'm actually gonna get off.
What's happening?
PUBG.
It's not over yet. Christ, I'm trying to do the fucking thing.
Hello?
We're also kind of just hanging out.
Hello.
What's happening?
Hello.
Hi.
Can I say something, I guess?
Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
So, like everyone says, everyone's gonna be doing their own things for now, teaming up with certain members and stuff. Me personally, I'm gonna start an October schedule. I guess which will be linked in the bio, I guess.
It will be.
I'm gonna do an October stream, so if you guys want to hang out with that, I'm trying to get officiated by the end of December or this year. So hopefully I can get a certain amount of viewers for the amount of time I'll be streaming. Maybe one stream every week for around 2 to 3 hours, maybe less. But for me to get officiated, I need people watching and talking while I'm doing my thing. And that's it for me. Yeah, it took us 6 months to get here.
All right, that's Matt,
Keep mentioning
which
that.
is again Escargato, ESCARGATO, Escargato. on Twitch.
Oh.
Yes.
So, if you guys want to watch me stream, I stream mostly. Actually, I stopped streaming for probably 3 weeks right now, but I'm gonna get back into it. And my regular schedule from Monday, it was Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Times will vary, but usually I stream during the afternoon around 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. or so until like 8 or 9. But if you want to see some Overwatch, PUBG gameplay, or just me doing in real life doing random things, you can pop by and say hello, and yeah.
And
Your average potatoes. That's
yeah,
my...
that's what I was gonna say. Username is Your Average Potatoes. It'll
Hello?
obviously be in the link in the description.
Fucking job.
It'll be in the description
Yes.
Hello?
along with everybody else's.
Okay, so like I don't have a stream schedule.
Okay.
But like when it happens, I guess.
Yeah, but
Okay. All right.
Alright,
no,
you heard
no.
it here first.
Follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet it out. Follow me on Instagram, I guess.
Tweet.
Again, all social media will
Connect
be in
me
the
on
description
LinkedIn,
of the video.
please.
Yeah, hook up with this nibble on LinkedIn.
see if I'm on MySpace, maybe you'll get my top 5.
Yeah,
catch
hashtag
me
reborn.
on.
MySpace reborn.
Try to find me on Omegle.
No, I died.
Topic pick dick.
I love
Okay.
Omegle.
As for Qua, are you gonna be streaming anything?
For the time being, it's gonna be a TBA.
All right, pussy.
Yeah, Alright, oh, okay. Okay.
Anyway, let's see.
You're saying.
That's gonna be a TBA thing right here. Yeah, I still don't have an extra webcam. But, I wouldn't mind streaming some stuff. But, yeah, until I do, yeah.
That's not to say he won't be in videos. It's just to say he
Yeah.
will
I
be
might-
streaming on his own.
Yeah, I might be streaming off of videos.
Yeah. Quate? Quate, you can't really stream. You don't
Yeah,
have
my stream is coming up. I gotta make a Twitch account first, so you know.
Yeah. One step at a time. One step at a time.
Baby steps, yes.
Yeah, baby steps. But yeah, Quate will cilantro. Sorry, I should probably call you cilantro. Cilantro will definitely be in most of my streams, if not all. Excluding probably this month, because starting in October, I'm gonna be doing gonna be ripping off another YouTube channel, and I'm gonna be doing nothing but spooky games for all my streams for the next month. So yeah, first stream should be whenever October rolls around. I'm not gonna look at the calendar right now, but yeah, and I'll be playing Outlast, which has been done a million times, but gotta start off with something I know. But yeah, Quate will be in most, if not all, my videos. I think I'm also doing a playthrough of what game was it? I had it here somewhere. Give me a sec. Oh, Alan Wake. I was gonna do a playthrough of Alan Wake. And that's it.
You play 11 minutes of that, and that's it.
It's true. And that'll all be on the Fundip main channel, and any streams will be on my personal channel, which, of course, again, everything will be in the description down below. But I think that's about it. I think it was okay. I think we did all right. So, if anyone's listening to this, if anyone at all, anyone within the sound of my voice, be sure
to give us a follow.
Yeah, there you go. Be sure to check us out if you
Like and subscribe.
Please like, comment, follow, subscribe.
Check out my epic prank videos where I pretend that I killed myself.
There you go.
Thank
There you go. Don't order the
Viewers like you.
Cosita Happy Meal. But yeah, this whole podcast and any future streams, playthroughs, and anything like that, we're all sponsored in part by viewers like you.
Thank you.
Not
And
really,
Hot Topic.
but yeah. And Hot Topic, apparently, yeah. Alright.
Don't forget that.
So,
We're not sponsored, by the way, so
we're
don't
not
follow.
sponsored.
We have no
Alright,
sponsors.
well,
We're broke as fuck.
But if you do, message us on email, please.
Please
Can't
give
even
us
afford
sponsorships.
ourselves.
Alright, so that'll be it then. Thank you so much for listening, watching, whatever. And I hope to see you again next week. Everybody say bye.
Bye, guys. See you.
Hello.
Bye.
Buenas noches.